Hey everybody, it's Pam from Desert Family Homestead. Just wanted to give you a quick garden tour, and this morning it's a beautiful, beautiful morning here in the Arizona desert. So if you look over here, it's a Sunday morning too. Here is my zucchini plant. It did not die off this year at all, even though we had multiple days of 115 and above in a row. Some of it did die, and there's what I trimmed off of it. And once I started trimming off all that dead stuff, this came back. So I've had a lot of female blossoms on my zucchini this year, so haven't really been able to get a whole lot on there off of it. But if you look down in there, there's one. There's a few more on there too. And my basil plant. Still need to make a bunch of pesto. My vine that was in here, it never blossomed and never produced. Like it's laying over there. I cleaned it out. I'm going to put some more dirt in here, fill it back up, raise the dirt level back up, and then I'm going to plant some beets and carrots in there for the fall. Asparagus bed. I've reseeded for lettuce and spinach. So those should be popping up soon. And then I discovered that when I add my expansion to this bed that, yeah, that plant, they could all be divided up, and there's one over in there too that could be divided, so I may not have to buy any asparagus roots to fill this bed up, because this board right here is broke, the clips on it to attach, so I'm just going to attach it over here to this end and expand my asparagus bed so that I have more. This is one of my Roma plants. It was struggling during the heat. It's still got green on it. I've been trimming off dead stuff and hoping that it will make a comeback. It's one of my morning sunrise. It's got a few blossoms on it, some new growth here. My second Roma plant. I haven't stopped watering it. It never died, but it hasn't gotten any bigger than this, so hopefully it will get bigger. And this is my second sunrise tomato plant. And up here it's got new growth and blossoms on it. So some of it died off, so I trimmed a bunch of it off too. And then my cherry tomato plant. Can't really see the blossoms very well, can you? But it is loaded up with blossoms. There are just blossoms everywhere on it. So there's some. So, and there's some little tomatoes. Can you see them there? Where are they? Right in here. Down in here. Bunch of little tomatoes coming on. So we should be filling up on cherry tomatoes soon. And then that's my second plant, and it's loading up with blossoms. Look at my okra, y'all. There are 19 okra plants in that bed that came up. There we go. There's the tippy top. Still got okra coming up. I did take my sunshade off yesterday. You see all that haze? That's smoke from the California fires. We're not on fire here in Arizona, but California is, and we're getting their smoke. So it's been real hazy here the last few days. But yeah, still picking okra every day, usually. So, and then I've got some onions. I'm gonna plant some more brown onions in this bed, and so that half this bed will be brown onions, and the other half over here will be green beans. I'll be planting my green beans this morning. My Cherokee purple tomato plant died while I was gone in Kentucky. My son tried, but it just got way too much heat and sun, so I don't begrudge him too much. And then this bed over here, I've been having trouble with a rabbit getting in. I think we've fixed the problem, but it ate all the leaves off of my pepper plants. And my chili, my green chili plant, it's leafing out again, so maybe I'll get some more green chilies. My jalapeno plant, we'll see what happens. And that is my red bell pepper plant. It hasn't died off, but I'm also going to fill this bed up with green beans. And And then I planted some cilantro in that pot back there. There's Mr. Jack and one of the ladies. Another one of my couple ladies there. Yeah, that's what's going on in my Arizona garden. It's time for you to start planting all your fall stuff if you haven't planted your fall stuff yet. And I'll be making another video in a couple days to send out on what you need to be planting to get yourself some fresh vegetables this winter. My husband was looking at the weather report for the predictions for the winter and everything, and we're supposed to have a mild, dry winter, so we'll see what happens. They don't always predict those correctly, but you just never know. So it makes my garden feel more open without that shade cover up here. But look at all of that. You can see that haze, can't you? In the air. There. And even though the sun's out and bright, and I need to squint when I look at it, you can't really tell through the camera lens, can you? It's just really hazy around here. And here we're just gonna keep living our days, thanking God for all our wonderful blessings, growing food, raising livestock, and taking care of ourselves. So, got a big weed. I've been working on it. It was all the way out to here, to my zucchini pile, which needs to go in the compost bin. But yeah, so I've been pulling weeds, throwing them into my chickens. And that's one of the things you can do if you do have chickens. When you pull weeds, it's like I've got some flowers on my basil there, and I trim those off. We hear you, Dusty. I trim the flowers off and I throw them in with my chickens. When I pull weeds in here, I throw them to my chickens. If I've got rotten tomatoes or something, I will. Or Dusty needs to make himself known. Or if I come out and find that a bird's been eating on a tomato stuff, I pull it, throw it in the chicken pen, and watch them go crazy. They love the garden scraps. That helps save on their feed bill. So there's most of my ladies this morning. I'm over there getting a drink. You can tell I have an assorted. Those are my feed barrels. And then there's my other three. So, while we were gone in Kentucky, we had a really bad dust storm, and my daughter's trampoline got mangled to a certain extent, and so we're going to use the ring on it and everything to help us make a chick pen, so I don't have to have baby chicks in my house. We're going to set it up right out here. To rearrange some things, but set it out here. It'll be close to electric and water, and I don't have to worry about having them in my house. I can set up heat lamps out here if I need them, and they will be just fine. There they go. So that's all I have for you today. Like I said, I'm going to make another video here in a couple days, letting you know what's good to plant right now and getting started on fall gardening and everything. I'm also going to be getting started on canning. I picked up my peaches and pears from the fruit lady that I order fruit from, so I'm going to be processing those this week and getting them all canned up and making jelly and picking up apples next month. So I hope you all have a very blessed Sunday. Keep gardening. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, share the channel. The more viewers we get, the better off everybody is, because the more content I'll make if I know people are really interested. So we will see you in a few days. Have a great day, everybody.